Swiggity swag, what's in the bag? Jay here, your coach for the Carolina Keldeos for the UCL Season 3 or the United Championship League, and today I'm here with my draft analysis video to let you guys know what Pokemon I chose for Season 3 and why I decided to draft the Pokemon that I drafted. But before we begin, let me go ahead and thank you guys so very much for all your support on Summer with the Squad. You guys have been killing it with the support, and Summer with the Squad is about 2/3 of the way done, and it's just been a lot of fun this summer. It's been a very busy summer, but it's also been a whole lot of fun, and having your support as well just makes it a lot more fun for us as, you know, content creators and things like that. So again, thank you guys so very much for the support on Summer with the Squad. So with that out of the way, let me go ahead and explain to you guys what the UCL is and what a Pokemon Draft League is, because I know a lot of you guys probably subscribe to me for Smash Tap or some other gacha game. So let me go ahead and explain. So the UCL is a Pokemon Draft League, and a Pokemon Draft League, you have several coaches, and we draft Pokemon according to Smogon rules. Well, the UCL drafts Pokemon according to Smogon rules. I'm not sure if every other league does that, but I know the UCL, we draft according to Smogon rules. So we draft 3 Pokemon from OU, which is overused. We draft 3 from UU, which is underused. 3 from RU, which is rarely used, and then 3 from NU, which is never used. Now, we don't touch PU at all, okay? We don't touch PU. We don't include PU in NU either. So we go by 4 tiers: OU, UU, RU, and NU. So if you were watching the stream and you're wondering why we weren't drafting Pokemon from PU, it's because PU was not included. Okay, so that's why. So we in total we draft 12 Mons. We draft 12 Mons. We build a team with those 12 Mons, and we battle other coaches, and then we have playoffs and finals and everything like that. So that is Pokemon Draft League in a nutshell, and that is the UCL in a nutshell. And so in this video, I'm going to be explaining to you guys what Pokemon I chose and why I chose those Pokemon. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys are hyped for the UCL Season 3. If you guys are, do not forget to Detroit smash that like button down below to show your support. If you want updates when it comes to the UCL, be sure to check out the UCL Twitter in the video description below. Everything UCL will be over there. Everybody's draft picks, you know, the battle schedule as well. Everything, literally everything that you need to know about the UCL will be on the UCL Twitter. So again, check out the video description below, and in the comments below, let me know who you guys are rooting for in the UCL Season 3, and what is your favorite draft pick from everybody's teams and whatnot. So for example, let's say, you know, Shady drafted Metagross. Do you like Metagross? Do you like that pick? Is that your favorite pick? Let me know in the comments below. And if you're new around here, you like Pokemon Draft Leagues, all that, and gacha games and stuff, and you want to see more from me, consider hitting that subscribe button down below and ring the bell so you don't miss another upload here on the channel. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into this draft analysis video. And so I'm gonna go from the top all the way to the bottom. So we're gonna be starting off with OU, and my very first OU draft pick this season was Garchomp. And the reason why I chose Garchomp, honestly, I just like Garchomp. Okay, Garchomp is one of my favorite dragon type Pokemon besides Rayquaza, but Rayquaza is Ubers, so can't choose Rayquaza. So next best thing is Garchomp for me, because I love Garchomp. That's my you know, favorite dragon type as well. So I chose Garchomp. I couldn't choose Garchomp last season because I think PK chose Garchomp last season, so I had to choose something else. But this season, I was able to get Garchomp. Now, with that being said, I probably should have chosen something else. I mean, there are a lot of Pokemon in OU. I feel like OU is that one tier where you can pick a Mon and it's good, right? Like you're fine. It's a good Mon. No matter what you choose, it's good, right? So I chose Garchomp. Garchomp, you know, Dragon Ground type, or Ground Dragon type, whatever. So it's Dragon Ground, and it hits really hard on the physical side. Okay, it has a lot of physical attack. It gets access to Swords Dance as well. It has decent speed. It's not the best speed in the world, but it's also not the worst speed in the world. It's like, I think it's like a little above average, right? So a little above average speed for Garchomp. At the same time, again, very massive attack stat, so it's really good when it comes to hitting opponents very, very hard. It gets Swords Dance as well. I could run it with, you know, more utility for like Stealth Rocks and stuff as well. If I want to run it, I'll run a more bulky Garchomp so I can set up Stealth Rocks and stuff, because I don't really have I think I have what, 2 Pokemon on my team that can set up Stealth Rocks, and I'm gonna need Stealth Rocks this season because people's drafts are looking kind of nasty. So I'm gonna need hazards of some kind when it comes to this season, and Garchomp can definitely help out with that a little bit with Stealth Rocks. But all in all, though, I mean, there's really only 2 ways I plan to run Garchomp. With that being said, I mean, you could probably try to run him other ways, but for me, I'll probably just try to run him offensively. If I'm not running a Choice Scarf, maybe a Life Orb, maybe Yache Berry as well, just so I could take an ice hit and kill something on the other team as well. I know Twit has Kyurem Black, which is actually really terrifying, and then Nappy has Hoopa Unbound, which I'm very, very scared of that because that thing is crazy. And then I know Mo has Kartana, and for whatever reason, Kartana has a lot of attacks. So, you know, I just need you know, a really hard hitter. Now, I don't think Garchomp can handle any of those mons. I just, you know, decided to name some really strong mons. I don't think Garchomp can handle any of them, but I decided to just mention them because they're just really strong, and I think Garchomp is, you know, decently strong as well. I mean, it's still OU for a reason, so that's pretty cool. So that's why I chose Garchomp. So my second OU pick, now with this was not my original plan, okay? Honestly, I didn't really have a plan going into this draft league. I just choose a mon and then build around that mon. So my second mon is Toxapex. Now, my original plan was to get Tapu Fini because I feel like Tapu Fini complements Garchomp a little well. Garchomp is weak to Dragon and Ice and Fairy, and Tapu Fini handles all of that because it resists Ice, it's immune to Dragon, and I don't think Fairy resists Fairy, but it's still a pretty bulky mon. So I was planning to get Tapu Fini. That didn't really happen. So I went with the next best thing, which is Toxapex, because Toxapex, again, it's a water type, so it resists ice, which Garchomp is weak to, and then at the same time, it also resists Fairy, which Garchomp is weak to, and then Garchomp is weak to Dragon. It doesn't resist Dragon, but it's still a very bulky mon, and it has reliable recovery as well. It gets Toxic Spice for utility and stuff, and it also has Baneful Bunker, which is basically protect, but if they try to hit you, then they get poisoned. So there's that. Like I said, Toxic Spikes. It has reliable recovery in the form of Regenerator, and I think it gets Recover as well. So reliable recovery on a bulky Pokemon is very, 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 very scary, and I really like it, and that's why I chose Toxapex. Now, at the same time, this is Generation 7, so I've done no battling in Gen 7, so I have no idea what half these mons can even really do. Like, I don't know, like, the full potential for some of these mons, so it's gonna be a really interesting season. But basically, I chose Toxapex to complement Garchomp, and I wanted a bulky mon, and so that is why I chose it. Third pick. Now, this is a really interesting pick because I chose this Pokemon, or not Pokemon, Ultra Beast. I chose this Ultra Beast literally because I just like it. I just like it as an Ultra Beast, and that is Blacephalon, or UB Burst, you guys. Like I said, I just chose it because it's like, I watched the Pokemon Sun Moon anime, and it's literally Michael Jackson. It's the literal Michael Jackson in the Sun and Moon anime. I kid you not. Watch the episode. You guys will see he does Michael Jackson moves, moonwalk, leans forward, all that stuff. He literally, it literally does all of that, okay? So it's a really funny mon. I really like it. And not only that, but it has a lot of special attack, and it's an Ultra Beast, so it has Beast Boost. And if you guys don't know what Beast Boost is, I think if you kill a Pokemon, then your highest stat goes up by 1. So with this being a very crazy special attacker, you can basically potentially just sweep with this thing. You know, if you run Choice Scarf, Choice Scarf, start killing off mons, start boosting your special attack and just going off. You can do that. I think that's probably the one way I'll run this thing. And if I don't run it that way, then I'll just run it, you know, just a normal special attacker with some sort of item on it. Maybe I'll run the Firium Z. I mean, honestly, I think I got the Firium Z just for Blacephalon, because honestly, nothing is gonna appreciate a stab Inferno Overdrive. I mean, like, unless you quad resist, which I don't know if there's any mons in the league that actually do quad resist fire. Like I'm looking right now. I mean, well, Heatran has flash fire, I think, which is kind of that's a big problem. I think Entei gets flash fire as well. And I think Arcanine too. Like, of course, there are a few mons in the league that are going to be a very big problem for Blacephalon. But I feel like most things in the league will not appreciate an Inferno Overdrive from this thing. So really nice special attacker. And I mean, it's a fire ghost type as well. I wanted a ghost type to handle some other Pokemon, handle some psychic types that are going to probably pop up in this league as well. So yeah, but honestly, the main reason why I chose Blacephalon was because of the Pokemon Sun and Moon anime. So yeah, that is why I chose my Ultra Beast. So with that being said, let's go ahead and move on to UU. And my first UU pick was my Mega, because everybody gets access to one Mega in this league. And that Mega was Mega Beedrill. Now, Mega Beedrill was honestly not on my radar at all. I had my Discord. Well, I didn't really have my Discord help me. They just kind of sort of helped me like on the go. So drafted Mega Beedrill. Mega Beedrill, I needed speed, okay? Because the way the draft worked was we drafted from OU and then RU and then UU and NU. And so by the time we were done with RU, I had a lot of slow mons. Like my draft was very slow because I drafted a lot of bulk from RU. So I needed something that was really fast. And so I was gonna make up for that in UU. And so my first pick was actually gonna be Raikou. That was gonna be my #1 pick in UU, but Shady ended up sniping that for me right before me. So I decided to just go ahead and get my Mega and just, you know, forget about it. And so that was Mega Beedrill. Mega Beedrill is super fast, has adaptability, it hits pretty hard as well. There are several mons in this league that do not want to take a hit from Mega Beedrill, being I know that Twit has Celebi, which doesn't want to take a hit. I don't think Slowbro wants to take a hit either, even though I feel like Slowbro can probably OHKO this thing with like a Psychic or something, or Psyshock. I still feel like Slowbro would not appreciate Stab X Scissor, a Stab adaptability boosted X Scissor from a Mega Beedrill. There are Slow King here as well. Hoopa Unbound, I think, is not going to really appreciate it either. So there are a lot of scary mons that I need to get rid of, and I feel like Mega Beedrill can do just that. And so that is why I chose Mega Beedrill. So for my second pick of UU, I needed a spinner. I needed a rapid spinner because I don't think I had a defogger at the time. I think did I have a defogger at the time? I'm not sure if I had a defogger at the time. If I did, then whatever, you know, defog, rapid spin, it is what it is. But my second pick for UU was Starmie, and I wanted a fast water type, you know, has rapid spin as well, gets access to Scald, Ice Beam and stuff. So things like Landorus Therian that PK has is really scary, need to handle it somehow, and I mean, that could be my way of handling it. I don't know, but Starmie is literally just there for rapid spin support. Honestly, I was like, you know, I mean, I have a water type on my team already with Toxapex, but you know, let's just pick up Starmie because hey, it's a pretty solid rapid spinner, gets natural cure as well. But like I said, main reason why I chose this thing was for rapid spin. So that is why I chose Starmie. And then my third UU pick was Magneton. Magneton wasn't even a part of the plan, okay? Magneton was not a part of the plan. I just needed an electric type because Raikou got stolen from me, and I was thinking about getting Jolteon and RU, but I figured, hey, I could probably get Raikou in UU and be a lot better off. Lo and behold, I did not get Raikou in UU, and because I skipped out on Jolteon and RU, I had to find myself a decent electric type, and I could have went to NU to pick up Heliolisk, but I was like, do I really want Heliolisk of all mons? No, I don't. So I decided to scoop up Magneton. I could run Magneton with Eviolite. I could run it Choice Scarf. choice specs, something like that. I can just run it with air balloons, so then I have no ground weakness because it is severely weak to ground type Pokemon or just earthquake in general. But I definitely wanted to have an electric type. I might end up trying to run magnet pool as well for a couple of these pesky steel types that are running around in this league as well. Now, of course, I'm not gonna try to steel trap or magnet pool a Heatran because that is just asking for death from a Magneton, so I'm not gonna do that. But yeah, Magneton, I need an electric type. I wanted a Volt Switcher, and you know, Magneton was literally the only thing left that I wanted because again, we couldn't draft from PU, and Raichu and I think Alolan Raichu are in PU. So I couldn't draft them because we weren't touching PU in this league, and PU is not a part of NU when it comes to this league. So yeah, so that's why I drafted Magneton. So people were mad at me. Okay, so my first RU pick was Cresselia. All right, I chose Cresselia because I didn't want to fight Cresselia. All right, I fought Cresselia before. Single-handedly one of the most annoying Pokemon to deal with. Okay, very, 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 very annoying to deal with. It's severely bulky. All right, very, very bulky. Has recovery as well. You can get Calm Mind, Lunar Dance, all of that. It's just a really bulky Pokemon, and sometimes it's really hard to kill. Now, with that being said, a couple stat boosts, a super effective move, stab, it's gone. But for most mons, it's pretty difficult to beat, or it's difficult to kill. Especially again, it gets reliable recovery. So you know, reliable recovery. I think it learns Toxic, so I think everything learns Toxic. Throw Toxic on the enemy, just call it a day there. But honestly, like, I just did not want to fight Cresselia. I needed some more bulk, and I just didn't want to fight Cresselia. So that's why I drafted Cresselia. And then the second mon from RU that I drafted was Porygon 2 because, well, again, this is an annoying mon to deal with. It gets access to recover, it has discharge, ice beam, things like that, tri attack. It's a very annoying mon to deal with. It gets download, trace, everything. It's just really, really annoying to deal with Porygon 2. And it's one of those mons where it only has one weakness, which is fighting. And so you have to hit it with a fighting move, really, or it's probably not gonna die unless you're wearing it down with like status and whatnot, especially coupled with an Eviolite. Now, with that being said, it is knockoff fodder, it's knockoff bait, but at the end of the day though, it's a Porygon 2, it's really bulky, and I didn't want to fight it either. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna draft more bulk, and I decided to draft more bulk, and so that is why I drafted Porygon 2. And then my third RU pick was Slurpuff because I needed a fairy. All right, I needed a fairy, and I was thinking about picking up Sylveon in UU. I really was. I really was. But then at the same time, I was thinking about picking up Mega Altaria in UU as well. But I decided to go for Slurpuff. Honestly, I think that was just a YOLO pick, really, because it's one of those things where it's like, I need something that is a fairy, but it's not bulk, right? Because I have a lot of bulk with my draft. My draft is severely bulky, but it's slow. All right, I have like the slowest. I have the slowest team in the league, I do believe. All right, I wanted to draft Slurpuff. I feel like you can run Slurpuff a couple different ways, but I feel like the main way to run Slurpuff is with Belly Drum, Unburden, and stuff like that. So that's why I wanted to draft Slurpuff. But at the same time, it's Slurpuff. I like this. I like it. It's Slurpuff, you know. But it's a really cool fairy. I was thinking about getting Gramble, but I was like, no. I think I had Gramble last season. I think I'm okay. I think I'm just gonna pick up Slurpuff and try Slurpuff out and see how it goes. Because I didn't manage to scoop up a fairy in OU, and then I could have waited for UU, but I didn't know if anybody was gonna get Sylveon, because Sylveon is pretty solid. I like Sylveon. It gets Wish, Protect stuff, so you know, I like it. But I didn't know if I really wanted to draft Sylveon for season 3, because I had Sylveon in season 1, and oh boy, that was a doozy. So I just wanted to try Slurpuff. You know, Belly Drum, Unburden, pretty nice combo, I think. So that's why I drafted that. So with that being said, Inu. Now, Inu really sucked for me because the one single mon that I wanted in Inu got taken away from me by PK, and I wanted Scrafty. I wanted Scrafty because I have a lot of Pokemon that are weak to knockoff, that will not appreciate a knockoff. Okay, so Blacephalon wouldn't appreciate a knockoff. Starmie doesn't like it either because they're both weak to it. Magneton, if I have an Eviolite. Cresselia is just weak to it as well. Porygon 2 doesn't like it because, you know, you run an item on it. And then the only thing I have to really resist it was Slurpuff. So I needed something else to resist knockoff, and so I decided to draft Hitmontop because, again, PK took Scrafty away from me. So next best thing was Hitmontop. Now, I didn't really mean to draft another defensive mon. I really didn't. But it just kind of happened that way because I needed something that can take knockoffs for days, and so Hitmontop is that mon. Not only that, but it also has rapid spin, so if I need another spinner that's not Starmie, this can do this does me justice. And so boom, there you go. That's why I drafted Hitmontop. I drafted Hitmontop because I couldn't get my Scrafty. So my second NU pick was Whimsicott, and honestly, Whimsicott is really fast. Has Prankster. It has Prankster, gets a lot of utility moves as well. So I think does it get Sleep Powder? Actually, I'm gonna look it up right now for you guys because it's really hard remembering what some of these Pokemon actually learn. So well, first of all, it's another fairy, so that's really cool. It gets Defog. Oh, it gets Defog? This thing gets Defog, you guys. So Prankster, Defog. It has Infiltrator as well. So if I want to hit through substitutes, which I know are going to be a thing in this league, then I can hit through substitutes. It's really cool. But really, I'm just going to use this thing for utility. Not going to really use it offensively or anything like that. It's just there to really just, again, utility moves. So that's why Whimsicott is there. And then my last pick, my final pick for season 3 NU is Minior. And I only chose Minior because I wanted something that was off the ground but also sets up Stealth Rocks. And then not only that, but Minior, after Shields Down activates, it gets really fast, and then it gets really fast and hits a little bit harder as well. So I wanted to do that. And this was honestly just a super troll pick for me. If I'm being real, just a super mega troll pick for me. I don't even know if I'm gonna use Minior in this league. If I do, then so be it. If I don't, then oh well. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But Minior, I just chose it because it's just a troll pick, and I was just like, you know what? I need something that's off the ground, and everything in NU is just like kind of buns anyway. So I mean, that's why it's in NU, because they're not all that great. So, you know, whatever. So that is my complete draft for the Pokemon. And then the Z Crystal that I drafted, because you get 1 Mega and 1 Z Crystal. So my Z Crystal that I chose was the Firium Z. I chose Firium Z just in case I needed it for Blacephalon. I don't know if I'm actually going to use my Z move in the league. If I need it, then sure, cool, it's there. But if I don't need it, then, you know, whatever, I'll have it for backup. But I chose the Firium Z specifically for my Blacephalon. I was gonna go with the Ghostium Z. I don't even know if that's how you pronounce it. I was gonna go for the Ghost Z Crystal, but I was like, I'll go for Fire. I think I'll go for Fire and just see how that goes. So that is my draft, you guys. That is my draft analysis. I went into this just blind, really. I didn't know what I wanted to do when it came to the league. I didn't know what like I said, like I had no plan going into this draft. I know like a few coaches had a plan. I had no plan. I was like, I'm gonna pick Garchomp and build around it, and it was going well until I kept getting sniped. And then every time I got sniped, I have like, well, I gotta find a backup plan. And then my draft just turned into something that was just really weird. Okay, like I don't know. Like I look at my draft and it's weird. It's really weird. And oh my gosh, I don't know how this season's gonna go. But this season is all about fun. It's again summer with the squad, you guys. So as long as we're having fun, then you know we're good. But I have a really slow draft, and I gotta figure out what I can do to even get a single win out of this league, because people's teams are looking very scary. Okay, they're looking scary. I am terrified of Nick because he had a whole office help him out when it came to choosing his mons. So he has a really nice really nice picks. I think Twit has some nice picks as well. You know, everybody just has like a really solid team, honestly, and I don't know, I feel like I'm lacking a little bit. I feel like I'm lacking a little bit, and it's really scary. But let me know what you guys think of everything down in the comments below. Let me know who you guys are rooting for in the UCL down in the comments below. Everything UCL related will be on the UCL Twitter, so check out the video description below as well. If you're hyped for Season 3, do not forget to Detroit smash that like button down below to show your support and all that good stuff. And if you're new around here, you like draft leagues, you like gacha games and stuff, you like me, consider hitting that subscribe button down below and ring the bell so you don't miss another upload here on the channel. But with that, I'm out. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the first battle of the UCL, which is up against PK, the Philadelphia Feraligators. Woo, it's gonna be fun. But yeah, I'm out. Peace.